Hello, good morning to all. Hello, good morning to everybody. I am Mrs. R. Jagadishwari, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE. I am going to take subjects Database Management System. So subject code is U18 PCCS 403. So in the database management system, I am going to take in the unit 3. So data storage and querying. Okay. So in the data storage and querying, we are going to see storage and file structure. Okay. So first we'll discuss what is meant by storage. What are the storage devices can be stored in this devices. So what are the storage devices used in the system? Okay, so first the basic things we have to know the storage devices. Okay, so next we'll go for a next slide. So next one, data storage. So what storage means, what we have to store the data. Okay, what is a data storage? A system that used to store the data is called data storage. Okay, a system that is used to store the data is called data storage. So there are several type of data storage exist in all computer system. Okay, so there are various type of data storage devices used in all computer system. So according to the computer system, different computer system, different storage devices is used. Okay, so what is data storage? A system that is used to store the data is called data storage. Okay, to store the data. So what is the computer is mostly used to store the content for later use. Okay, so we can refer whenever we want the data. So this is the data storage. This is the purpose of data storage. Okay, so in DBMS also, so the main content is the data. So we have to, if you are going for a companies, so we have to store the employee details, means we can store it in the data. So before and all, we store the data in the paperwork. Okay, so in nowadays we are using a system. So the large system we are using to store the data in the system. Okay, so there are several types of data storage exist in all computer system. Okay, next one, classification of physical storage media. So according to the physical storage, it will be classified. Okay, the data storage devices classified according to the storage. So first one is the storage media are classified by the speed with which data can be accessed. The storage media are classified by the speed with which data can be accessed. So according to the speed, it can be classified. First one. Okay, so physical storage can be classified according to the speed, one type. And next one is cost per unit of data. So according to the cost, it can be classified. According to the cost, it can be classified. And third one is reliability. Should be a reliable. So in what sense it is reliable? So whenever data loss on or failure or system crash, the data should be recovered. So that is the reliability. And another one is physical failure of the storage devices. Physical failure of the storage devices. Okay, so these are the two devices based on the reliability. So it should be the data should be recovered. Data should be recovered. Okay, so these are the classification of storage devices according to the speed, cost, reliability. Okay, so next slide. It can be differentiate the storage devices into. Okay, so according to the storage, it can be classified into volatile storage, non-volatile storage. Okay, so it can be, the storage can be classified into other, that is temporary storage and permanent storage. Volatile means temporary storage. So once we are used in the content, then power off, it will be lost. The data will be lost. Okay, so this is the volatile storage. So non-volatile means what? The content persists even when power is switched off. So content is persist even when power is switched off. Okay, Secondary and tertiary storage are backed up main memory. So these are the storage devices are non-volatile, secondary and tertiary storage. Okay, so volatile means what? Losses content when power is switched off. Non-volatile means content persists even when power is switched off. Okay, so the no, volatile means the volatile means what? So the RAM is used. Non-volatile means secondary devices, hard disk, okay, floppy disk or otherwise. Okay, so this is the non-volatiles. So these are the storage can be classified into two. Okay, so next one is cache memory. So different types of memories used in the system. Okay, so according to the storage of data, it will be classified: cache memory, main memory, flash memory, and uh, magnetic disk storage. Okay, so first we will see cache memory. So cache memory means what? It is a fastest and most costly form of storage. So, okay, it is a fastest and most costly form of storage. And next one is it is volatile, managed by the hardware operating system. Volatile, managed by the hardware operating system. So it is an volatile memory. That is, volatile means already we discussed the loss content when power is switched off. Okay, so this is the cache memory, fastest and most. So it is the fastest access. So since it is inside in the system, so it is the fastest. Okay, so it is operated by the operating systems, so it is fastest and it is more cost. So cannot have more than one. Okay, so it should be a limited only. So because of the cost. So if it increases the cache memory, it will the cost will be increased. So it is so that the every user cannot use the system. So only companies, big companies can be used. So that the cache memory is limited. Okay. So fastest and most costly form of storage. Okay. Cache memory. Next one, main memory. So general purpose memory. General purpose machine instruction operate on data reside in main memory. Okay, so whatever data we are used in the main memory, it will be stored in the main memory. It is also a fast access. Generally, it is too small to store the entire database. It is too small to store the entire database. The content should be very less. Content will be very less. So large database cannot be stored in the main memory. Only limited number of the files can be stored. Okay, sometimes it is referred as a core memory. So since it is related to system, related to the system and referred as a core memory. So whenever we is using the system, we are started typing or we are storing the file. First, it will be stored in the main memory. Again, then only it will be from main memory. It will be sent to the secondary memory. So whatever the disk we are using, it will be stored in that disk. Okay, we have to specify the disk and it will stored from main memory to the disk. Okay, so these are the memories: cache memory, main memory. Next one is flash memory. Flash memory means what? Reads roughly as fast as main memory. So from wherever it can be read as fast. So wherever the file is there, it will be read fastly as main memory. It survives power failure, but support a limited number of write erase cycle. Survives power failure. It also but support a limited number of write error. So we can't often use the write and erase cycle. Okay, only limited number of write and erase cycle. Some files cannot be deleted or write to the files. So this is the flash memory. So next one is magnetic disk storage. So this is the primary medium or the long-term storage. Long-term storage of data. So yeah, it can be stored long back or year to year. So it will be as it is. So when the problem disk or problem get affected, it will be affected. One there, otherwise it will be reside in the disk itself. Okay, so that is the primary medium for the long-term storage of our data. It stores all data. So if we are taking example for if you are taking companies, with the employee details will be used for every year it will be used to remove and insert files. Okay, so for a long time should be used to store the data. So for long time it should be used to up to the company remains there, it should be it should store the data. So it stores the long term storage of data, stores all the data. So all data means what? Employee ID, employee name, employee photo, employee address, employee related employee videos. So every files can be stored in the magnetic disk. And next one, data must be moved from disk to main memory for access and returned back for storage. So whatever the content we are inserting, it will be reside in the main memory. From the main memory, it will be moved to the disk. Okay, so first what I understand, what we are entering in the system, the data will be first moved to the main memory. So it will be in the main memory. From the main memory it will be stored in the disk. So and return back for storage. And return back for storage means it will be stored in the disk. Again for access, it will be stored in the disk. From disk it will comes to the main memory. From main memory it will be the files will be displayed. So this is the concept of magnetic disk storage. Next one is direct access possible to read data in any order. So a magnetic disk, whatever files we are entering, it can be directly accessed in any order. So it is not in sequential or any other. It can be directly accessed. Wherever the file is there, it can be directly. Suppose for example, employee details are there. I need first one and 40th content of the employee details. 40th content of the first one, and if I need the 40th content, 40th ID 40 number of the employee details. Okay, so it will be the first one. It will be the employee ID one number will be accessed, and then directly it will go to the 49 and it will be accessed. Okay, so this is the direct access possible to read data in any order. Okay, so this is the storage devices, various storage devices. And next one is optical storage. So it is a non-volatile. So whenever the power off, then the content will be as it is there. There will be it will not be erased. So that is in the it is the main in the optical storage. Example CD-ROM. Okay, so CD-ROM. Next one is tape storage, used primarily for backup. It is used to recover the files. If the system gets problem, so it's not on, it is not easy to open the files means we can recover the files whenever the system is in problem. Okay, so usually that is used primarily for backup and for archival data. So it can be taken backup or to the or it can access the data. Tape storage is sequential access, so it can be accessed sequentially. So if you again I am explaining, if I want the first record and 49th record means it will first search and taken the first record, and one by one it will be searched. If it is a 49, if it is 49, if it is 49. So okay, so if it is 49 comes, then only it will be accessed. So that if each and every file is accessed, so it will be slower than the disk. Okay, so slower than the disk means it magnetic disk. So compared to magnetic disk, it is very slow. So magnetic disk, what will do, it will be directly accessed. So it will be a quick access. But in tape storage, it will be a sequential access. So it will be a slower than the disk. Okay, and next one is it is very high capacity. So very high capacity means we can store large number of files, more files. So, okay, so large number of files, more files we can store. So it is a 5 GB tapes. So 5 GB, so it can be up to 5 GB. So that it is a high capacity. And then next one is the tape can be removed from drive removed from drive, storage cost cheaper than disk. Storage cost it is cheaper than can. Tab can be removed from drive. Tab can be removed from drive. So removed from drive and can move from one system to another system. And next one is cost is cheaper than disk. So compared to other disk, the storage cost is cheaper. Okay, so these are the physical storage devices used in the system. That is, what are the others? Um, Cache memory, main memory, flash memory, magnetic disk storage, optical storage, and tape storage. So according to the usage, it will be classified according to the usage and classified. Okay. And next one, it is the storage hierarchy of the system. Storage hierarchy of the system. So first two is main so physical storage, so main memory, so it is the storage hierarchy: cache memory, main memory, flash memory, magnetic disk, optical disk, and magnetic tapes. So this is the order of the storage hierarchy. Okay. So first cache memory, main memory, flash memory, magnetic disk, optical disk, and magnetic tapes. Okay. So this is according to the storage hierarchy. We are here. It is classified into primary storage. So first two stages: primary memory, for other is primary storage, secondary storage, or tertiary storage. It can be also called as primary memory, secondary memory, and tertiary storage. So every storage means what? Every files are will be stored in the files. Okay, every will be stored in the file. So where it will be stored? The memory, it will be stored in the memory. So memory means what? We can refer whenever we want the files. Okay, so primary memory, secondary memory, and tertiary memory. It's also called primary storage, secondary storage, and tertiary storage. Okay, so primary storage means what? Fastest media but volatile. So easily we can access the data but volatile. Volatile already we discussed, it can be erased when the power is switched on. So power is off. Power is off. Okay, so in the cache memory and main memory will volatile. Okay, next one is secondary storage. So this is non-volatile. So whenever the power is switched off, then content will be is there. Next one is fast access. Fast access. Okay, fast access time. It can be easily fast access time. Territory storage வந்து என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா lowest level in hierarchy, non-volatile, slow access time. So also called offline storage. Offline storage. Without a system, we can access the data. That is offline storage. So the lowest level in hierarchy is non-volatile, slow access time, and also called offline storage. So which is called a magnetic tape, optical storage. Okay, magnetic tape and optical storage. So these are the three stages of the storage hierarchy. Next one. Next one, we'll go for a file organization. File organization means, file means what? File means what? Storing the content. File is stored, used to store the data in a disk. Store the data. Store the data in a disk. So files, if we are entering the data will be entered in the file, and the file will be stored in the disk. Okay, so in a database management system, the data is called records. The data is used as a record, and the record is used as a files. So sorry, record is used as a blocks. Okay, so you file is used to store the data in a disk. So okay, that file is divided into records. The record is divided into fields. Okay, so file organization means what? How the files are organized in the system. So if it is not organized, there it won't be get the exact file, or other files will be cannot be stored. We have to search for each and everything. It is time waste. Okay, so it is not a, if it is not a system means we can directly in a paperwork we have to search one by one. So for easy access we are using a file organization. Easily to access the data we are using file organization. So it is referred to the relationship of the keys of the record to the physical location of that record in the computer file. Okay, so refer to the relationship of the keys of the record to the physical location of that record in the computer file. Okay, so relationship, how the files are organized. So the employee details will be there. So employee details means ID, name, job. Okay, next fee, salary details. Salary details will be there. So next other organization will be there. So in these three tables will be interconnected. That is relationship between this tree table will be created, and these files could be organized in the database. And these files should be organized in the database. Okay, next one. Two important characteristics of files are data organization. How the data are organized. Data organization means what? Refers to the way the records of the files are organized. Okay, the way the records are organized. Records of the file are organized in the storage device. Okay, in the storage device, how the records are organized. Okay, next one, method of access. Method of access means what? Refers to the way in which records or data are accessed. Refers to the way in which records or data are accessed. Okay, so these are the two important characteristic of the files. Two important characteristic of the files. So database is mapped into a number of different files that are maintained by the operating system. So mapped means what? Related. So thing like it will be related to one another. One another. Database nothing but yeah, the files are mapped into a number of different files that are maintained by the operating system. These files reside permanently on disk. So that stored files will be reside on the disk. Next one. The files are organized logically as a sequence of records. So organized logically as a sequence of records. That these records are mapped into disk blocks. These records are mapped into disk blocks. So this mapped into disk block. Okay. Next one. Each file is also logically partitioned into fixed length storage unit called blocks. Now, already we discussed blocks means file content, which are the units of both storage allocation and data transfer. Files are fixed length record and variable length records. Fixed length record means what? All the records are exactly the same length. Okay, so fixed length record means whatever number, if it is I am entering ID number means it is a number, so it will be stored in a six digit number. So if it is an exact bytes, it will be stored, it will occupy all the bytes according to the number. Okay, so variable length record means length of each record varies. Length of each record varies. So according to the variation, it will be stored. Okay, next one. Organization of records in files. Organization of records in files. So how the records are organized in the files. There are possible ways of organizing records. Heap file organization, sequential file organization, hashing file organization. So heap file organization means what? Any record can be placed anywhere in the file where there is space for the record. Okay? So heap file organization, the heap file organization, the record can be placed in the file, anywhere in the file where there is space for the record. So whenever there is a space in the file, it will be stored in the record. So this is the heap file. Sequential file means what? The records are stored in sequential order according to the value of a search key of each element. The records are stored in sequential order according to the value of a search key of each element. So the search key can be a, employee details, employee ID number, student register number, or it should be a unique. It should be a unique. It should not be a. If you suppose, for example, search key cannot be a name, a student name, or employee name. So the name can be repeated again and again. Okay, so if there is a Ravi in the employee detail means there will be more than one Ravi. So okay, we are using a search file of each hashing file organization. The hash function is computed in some attribute of each record. The hash function is computed in some attribute of each record. The result of the hash function specifies in which block of the file the record should be placed. Okay, so the hash function specifies in which block of the file the record should be placed. So where there is space, it will specify, and that the files will be placed. The files will be flashed. So possible ways of organizing records are what is that? Free file organization, sequential file organization, and hashing file organization. So okay, next slide. Sequential file organization. So sequential itself, the name implements efficient processing of record in sorted order based on some search key. Okay, search key. It is designed for efficient processing. So it is sequentially ordered. So it is designed for sequential order. So it is an efficient method to processing of records based. Okay, we want to search a key, search a employee ID, so you can use an employee ID. So, okay, using an employee search employee ID as a search key, we can easily access. Okay, for search key is any attribute or set of attributes. Attribute means what? It is the fields. Okay, so if for example the table contains employee ID, name, address, and then photos means it is an attributes. The name one attribute, ID is attribute, address is attribute. So all the collection of attribute is called set of attributes. Search key is any attribute or set of attributes. Sequential file organization allows records to be read in sorted order. So this will be used for display purpose. File organization allows records to be read in sorted order. This will be used for display purpose. Okay, it will be read sequentially. If you want to display particular file means it will be displayed. So next one, it is difficult to maintain physical sequential record or inserted and deleted. Okay, so in sequential record, the records to be inserted and deleted can be difficult. Okay, why? Because it is in a sequential order. So if you want to insert a file means it will first check all the details, and it will not be directly inserted the file. Okay, so deleted the file. So you have to check all the sequentially it will check the all files, and then only it will be inserted. Where there is space, where there is space, then it will be inserted, or when which file to be deleted, that files to be deleted. Okay, so this is the sequential file organization. It is efficient processing. It will be searched using a search key. The search key will be then any attribute, and sequential file will be used for display purposes, and it will maintain. It is difficult to maintain insert and deletion in the file. Okay, insert and deletion in the file. Next slide. So next, sequential file organization, we'll discuss what is file, what is sequentially. Search key means what? If you want to search a key, search a key means what? If you want to search a file, so, okay, we have to give a search key. The search key can be a employee ID, student ID, or any other attributes. So any other attributes, it should be a unique to identify, search the key. Okay, so it is designed for efficient processing of records in sorted order based on some search key. So according to the search key only we can search in the sequential file, and search key can be any attribute, and it allows records to be read in sorted order, and this will be used for display purposes, and it is difficult to maintain physical sequential record or inserted and deleted. Okay, so what are the possible ways of organizing record? Key file organization, sequential file organization, and hashing file organization. So several possible of them. So in this sequential file organization is the easiest to store the data, if it, and easily access the data. Since it is in a sequential order, we can easily access the data, but it will be very slow. So why it is slow? It is sequentially, it is ordered. It is sequentially ordered. Okay. So if you want to search also, it will be sequentially. One by one, it will be searched. Okay, so heap file means what? Any data, any record can be placed anywhere in the file where there is space. So there is no any sequential or sequential to insert or anything else. So where there is space, it will be stored. The record will be stored in the file. Okay, so where there is a empty space, it will be stored. The records will be stored. So it is mostly we use. So every companies also will use sequential file organization. For others and all, we use heap file organization. For it can be any order can be we can use a heap file organization. Hashing file organization means what? We use a function to be computed. Hash function is computed in some attribute of each record. Okay, so function to be used in function, the attribute should be inserted. According to the function, it will specifies the file to be where should be placed. Okay, according to the function, it will be placed in the record. So okay, this is the several possible ways of organizing records. So okay, so according to the file organization, so the files are classified organization or files are organization. The files are possible ways of organizing record is fee file organization, sequential file organization, and hashing file organization. So we've discussed sequential file organization. So first we will discuss sequential file organization. It is designed for efficient processing of record in sorted order. Efficient processing of sorted order. Okay, next one is search key is any attribute or set of attributes. Search key can be any attribute or set of attributes. So attribute means I already told you. Attribute means fields in the table, fields in the column wise table. So okay, so your table will be described what? Oh, serial number, employee ID. Okay, employee name and employee address and department. Well, so which department he is working. Okay, so this is the attribute. So since employee ID is one attribute, name is one attribute, and then address is one attribute, and department is one attribute. So various in the table, the attribute refers to the fields. Okay, and sequential file organization allows record to be read in sorted order. So it will read the data according to the sequential order. So this will be used for display purposes. Okay, so it can be displayed in the organized order. Okay, so the files will be in sequential order only. So if you access the files means it will be in the sequential order only. Okay, so that only it is saying it is difficult to say that if the files are used difficult to insert and deleted. So if you want to insert or deleted, it should be the file should be arranged in again. It should be arranged in reorder. Again, I should be in the sequential order. Okay. So up to this, we have to finish the sequential file. We will see the next topic in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.